I wish I was a monkey in a tree. I wish I was a monkey in a tree. If I was a monkey in a tree, I'd pull a funny face for you to see. I wish I was a monkey in a tree. Right, good morning, children. Right, these are my 3 little wild animals that I wanted to show you this morning. And like you, from time to time, they've got really bored. So yesterday they decided that they would go out and they would run and they would have a race and to see who could win. Well, if I look at them straight away, and I'm sure if you look at them straight away, you can probably see who would win if they were running. And you're right. Here's the giraffe with his long legs, long neck, and he's able to run fairly quickly. So he ran the race and he won. Okay. So he was first in the race. Well, you can think who came second. Monkey is very agile. That was a nice word we learned the other day. So monkey can swing from tree to tree. He can run, but not as fast as giraffe. So obviously giraffe beat him and he only came second. And of course here we've got elephant, who really is a very, very big animal. He's got a lot of weight to carry, and so he was not able to run terribly fast. He did his best, but he came third. Okay. Now these animals decided that they would put up the straws and they would stand in order of which they won the race. Okay. So giraffe said, okay, I was number 1. Monkey said, me, I was number 2. Elephant said, I'm proud to be number 3. But what I have to teach them this morning is, maybe they did come number 1, and maybe they did come number 2, and maybe they did come number 3, but we don't talk like that. And so what giraffe should have said is, I was first. So if he came number 1, we don't say you came number 1, we say you came first. Right? And what should we say here with monkey? He didn't come number 2, he came second. So 2 would be second, and here 3 would be third. So if they were running the race and I was there, I would have said, well done, giraffe, you came first. Well done, monkey, you came second. And well done, elephant, you got into third place. Okay, so we don't use number 1 would be first, number 2 would be second, and number 3 would be third. Okay, now this is not the first time you've heard those numbers, and sometimes we hear those numbers in stories. Those are called ordinal numbers because they go in an order. Okay, now I'm going to take you through a story that you know very, very well, and I'm just going to move my little wild animals out the way for a minute. Okay, you know this story very well. Okay, so there's there, and here's over here. Okay, so what have we got here? Right, we've got a house and we've got a pig. All right, and it is the story of the 3 little pigs. So I'm not going to tell you the story because you already know it. Okay, this pig was the first pig to complete his house. Okay, now if you think about it, why was he the first pig to complete his house? He was the first pig to complete his house because he just used, you can see here, bales of straw. So that was quite easy to work with, and it went quickly. Okay, did he have a great house? No, it didn't have much in the way of foundations and things. And when the wolf came to visit him, he had to run away, and he had to run away, but very, very quickly. Right, so he was the first pig to complete his house. Going to put him down there. Right, okay, the next pig to complete his house was the pig who built his house out of sticks. And there it is. Okay, so he built his house out of sticks. And so he was able to complete his house a little bit after the pig that had made his house out of straw, because tying all the sticks together, and the sticks were a lot thinner and narrower than the straw, so it took him a little bit longer, but he managed to complete his house. So remember, in the story, the wolf visited him second because his house was finished second, because it took more time to build than the house of straw. And then we have the very clever little pig here, who took a long time in building his house. And if you think about it, and I think about it, he had to transport all those bricks, brick by brick, to build his house. And then he had to cement in every single brick. So it wasn't going to be easy to build this house. It was going to take a while. All right. So his house was only completed third, and then only could the wolf come and visit him. Right. So he wasn't the first one to do his house. He was the third one. Okay. Who was the pig who completed his house first? Yeah, the pig with the house that was made of straw. And that's what our little animals should have done. They should have done a first. Okay. They said I came number one, but they should have said I was first. Okay. And his house was completed first. Okay. Monkey should have said, but I came second. And there you can see that says second. Okay, so this little pig was the little pig who finished his house, and his house was completed second. Right, not first, but second. All right, and then we have the pig who completed his house third. There he is. Okay, it took him a long time. Right, so you can see there it says third. It doesn't just say a 3, it says third. Third. This one doesn't just say 2, it says second. There's the end. And then this one says first. Okay, it doesn't just say number 1. Okay, so what are you going to do now? You are going to open your booklet with your worksheets in, and you're going to see that you've got a house in your book, okay? And that house could be the house made of straw. It may be that you got the house made of sticks, or it could be that you got the house made of bricks. Now you've got to decide. Now it says to you, when you look at your house, draw the pig, right, that made that house. So you have to decide whether it was a house of straw, you have to decide whether it was a house of sticks, or you have to decide whether it was a house of bricks. If your house is made of straw, you are going to write next to your pig first. Okay, got that? If your house was made of sticks, you're going to draw this little pig, and next to it, you're going to write second. And if your house is the house made of bricks, you're going to draw this little pig next to your house, and you're going to write third. And of course, you're going to use your best coloring in, and you're going to color in your house that is in your booklet. So what we should have done here also is said to the animals, you came third. You came second, monkey. And giraffe, you came first. And none of us are surprised. With your lovely long legs, you can run very fast. And you know what, elephant, I'd say to you, Well done, because you really are a big elephant. Right, so we sang about monkey. Do you think we could do an elephant goes like this and like that as we finish off to make elephant happy? And boy, we don't know a song about a giraffe, so we're going to have to come up with one of those. Let's try. An elephant goes like this and like that. He's terribly big and he's terribly fat. He has no fingers. He has no toes. Oh, goodness gracious, what a nose. I'm looking forward to seeing the beautiful pigs you draw and your gorgeous coloring when you finish your house.